All right, so with these types of problems, often whether you're dividing or multiplying, you're gonna end up with usually something like that, over something like that, and then times. In this case, you'll have to flip it, but like I'll flip it over here. So it'll be times the reciprocal of this right here. So 1 over, and then I'll just write like that. Okay, and what's going to happen is hopefully from that point you can go like bam, bam, or maybe these guys will wipe out or something like that. You can't wipe out this way. You can only, if there's something that can wipe out, then you just go across the top, and you should still be able to leave them in factored form like that, and then you go across the bottom with whatever's left behind, and that's it. You understand? Okay, so we got to factor um, the left side. And is this the easy kind of factoring or the hard kind of factoring? Yeah, hard. How come? Yep, number right there. So we're gonna go like that, like that, like that, like that. All right. So what number should we put right here? So yeah, put a 5. Oh, and don't forget, we are going to do FOIL, FLOI, FLOI, all. All right, so we put down our firsts, 5H and H. All right, I didn't really ask you about the other one. What goes after the 5H right there? Why is it H? No, it's the first. So this right here, this right here, when you multiply these two guys together, you get this first term right here. So these are the first ones. You get that one right there. When you multiply these last ones together, you get this last term right here. All right, so what are we going to put down for our last ones? So, all right, 3 and what? Sure, 3 and 1. Now, what you want to do is you want to multiply those two, and see if you can add or subtract to get you this middle number right here. All right, so if we multiply the outside one, what do we get? 5. Multiply the inside one, what do we get? 3. Can 5 or 3 in any way give us negative 8? Yes. How can 5 and 3 give us negative 8 through addition or subtraction? Negative 5 and negative 3. All right, so how do we get a negative 5? Do we get it from sticking a negative in position A or sticking a negative in position B? Well, position A, well, no. So this is negative 5, right? So, I mean, we already have a number in place right here, right? So if let's say I make this negative, um, this is your inside. So you're multiplying this times this, these two together. What does that give you? Negative 3h, right? That's not our 5, that's our 3. So did this the location that belongs to 5 is the outside one. So if you put a negative here, that'll end up being, you'll do positive 5 times negative 1. And what's positive 5 times negative 1? Negative 5. That's how you get your negative 5. The inside position gives you what? Negative 3. And then what's negative 5 and negative 3? Negative 8. Okay, so that's how you set up the top. And then we did We did our firsts by putting the 5 and the h into place to give us the 5h squared. So we put the 5h and the h. We did our last to do the -3, or just the 3 and the 1 to give us this one right here. And then the outside plus the inside. So you multiply them, but then those answers you add them or subtract them to give us 8. You with me? All right, so we have 5h minus 3, h minus 1 over. All right, we got to do the same thing with the bottom. Okay, so what do we get in the bottom? So how do we get? So we gotta do a FLOIL. Okay. By the way, piece of advice. I find in my experience that usually it's like not the 9 times 9 option. It's like the 3 times. It's like if you have 49, you want to try 7 and 7 before you want to try 49 and 1. But it's not always the case. Sometimes the other one's actually the right one. But okay, so let's try it. So I'm thinking like I'm thinking it's 3 and 3, but I have no idea without actually trying it. All right, so then so we took care of our first. Now what? All right, took care of the first. Let's do last. Okay, so what do we get for last? Um, wait, our last. No, no, no. So for our last, we yeah we want to just get this last number. So this is f o plus I and L. So that's how you get these things. And then this is considered our first, these are for your first positions. And then these guys over here are your last positions. So you're, all right, so we gotta get, huh? Well, put your numbers in, put your numbers down. What would you say they are? All right, 2 and 2. So you do your outside, what do you get? Okay, you put your inside, what do you get? Can 18 and 2 give you 15? No. So remember what I said about that 9? What should it have been? What should we have done? Yeah, so let's try 3H and 3H. That would be my go-to. And if those don't work, then try the 9 and 1. Okay, so all right, so let's do the so let's do okay, so we have that. What do we get? Okay, and what do we get here? So can 6 and 6 give us 15? No. So and there's no sense swapping these numbers out like with each other because they're the same number, right? But there's one option we haven't tried yet. You know which one that is? Yeah, 4 and 1. Let's try that. All right, so 4 and 1. All right. So if we did that, what's our outside going to give us? What's our All right, so which is 15. All right, and they're all positive, right? Okay, so what does that mean? Yep, positive, positive. Okay, what do I put on this side over here on the right of the problem? Hmm? Yeah, so divided by 5h minus 3, which means what? All right, 1 over 5, oops, 5h minus 3. All right, let me go over here. Okay, and now what do we do? We can save ourselves a massive headache. Well, kind of a little bit of it. Yes, because you have, yeah, you could do that. All right. Don't forget this guy. H minus 1 over 3h plus 1 times 3h plus 4. All right, that's it.